Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to this week's Midweek 180. I am working away from home again this week in Wales, but I couldn't not bring you my midweek update. If you've not seen one of these before, this is my midweek update where I bring you my news, views, and information about upcoming reviews, all filmed in one take. I'm going to put 180 seconds in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, and that's it. A very simple format. So without further ado, let's get cracking with this week's Midweek 180. I shall start my timer. Okay, leader of the pack last week was the Speed Machine 35. Congratulations, sir. Joined in the famous five by the Noisy Man X, Kevy427, VXR Bandit, and Stevie007. So whoever puts the first comment this week, you will be my leader of the pack next week. And the first 5 comments, you will be in my famous 5. Where are you and what you're doing? Well, that was Richard Jones, who just got back home to Singapore after having a holiday in Thailand. Very nice too. But wherever you are right now and whatever you're doing, put it in the comments below and I'll give you a shout out next week. Now, last week's question was basically, what's the best gearbox you've ever driven? And there was a whole range of suggestions, from a Ferrari 360 to a Transit Connect, would you believe? The most popular manual gearbox in terms of suggestions was the Honda S2000. Most popular automatic was the Porsche PDK. No surprise there, my 2 favourites, as it happens as well. This week's question was basically, if you have a car that you can set into things like sport mode, how many of your cars default back to the standard mode every time you start them? My Mini does it. I've just had the RS300 Trophy from Renault. That did it, and it annoys me so much. But I'd love to know whether it stays in the mode you set it in or whether it defaults back to some kind of standard mode. New car news very briefly. Monday night's video, I was out in Milan last week for the launch of the new Abarth 70th Anniversario. Quick picture of it up there. Brilliant little car. Drove it on track and on the road. So tune in for that one if you've not seen it already. And I couldn't not mention this, the new Aston Martin Vantage Roadster. I think that is a beautiful looking car. I've been waiting for the Roadster version of the Vantage, and I just think they've nailed it completely. And then this week, a little bit different. I just wanted to give you a heads up about a road trip I'm going on this week. So Thursday morning, I've been invited by Mini to drive one of 3 Italian job themed JCW hatches from their offices in Farnborough all the way to Turin, Italy. And then I'm going to basically recreate the Italian job, or some of the iconic scenes of the Italian job, in Turin with the guys driving the other 2 cars. It's going to be a super special road trip. I'm obviously going to be doing a video for YouTube, but I wanted to make sure, if you haven't also already followed me on Instagram and Facebook, make sure you do, because I'm going to be doing lots of Instagram stories and Instagram TV of the trip, as well as my YouTube video. So make sure you just search for Petrol Ped on Instagram or Facebook. And hopefully, we're keeping our fingers crossed, we might even get onto the Fiat car factory, the Lingotto car factory roof as well on Saturday morning. So epic road trip coming up. And then this Friday's video at 6 is basically my car I had last week, the Renault Megane RS 300 Trophy. Amazing car. And that, my dear peddlers, is that. Yeah. So tune in on Friday at 6. Really a very competent car. It impressed me a great deal. 300 horsepower through the front wheels, but one of the most communicative and best feeling cars to drive I've driven in a very long time. And it had a mega 6-speed manual gearbox as well. But that's it from me this week anyway. I hope you've enjoyed that one. If you have done so, please give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol Ped for plenty more content to come. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and keep out for my Instagram stories of my epic road trip to Turin, Italy with Mini UK. Honestly, cannot wait for that one. It's a very special thing to be invited on, and very special I'm going to be able to share it with you. But I'll see you on the next film, guys, which remember is this Friday at 6 for the Renault Megane RS 300 Trophy. It's an absolutely cracking little hot hatch. I'll see you on that film, guys, but you take care. Drive safe.